We gotta get the fuck out of here now! Come on!
You have 13 seconds before the island fucking explodes, you hot.
You have probably seen different teenagers obsessing over fictional characters, making fan edits, talking about their favorite characters nonstop, and imagining themselves with them the whole time. But have you ever seen an adult woman doing the same? Have you seen a 26-year-old woman obsessing over a fictional character to the extent that she keeps on imagining herself living with that character? If not, meet Sarah Rawr, also known as Sarah Undercover. This TikToker is well known for her obsession with Eddie Munson, the main character in the 4th season of Stranger Things. It's a metalhead and an eccentric character who gained millions of fans thanks to his loud personality in this hit Netflix series. While hundreds of TikTokers obsess over him and create fan edits, Sarah Rawr takes it to another level. She isn't just an ordinary fan, but one of the creepiest and most predatory fans, spending hundreds of hours practically worshipping this fictional character. But that's not all. She's also infamous for her parasocial behavior, her apparent mental stability, and her troubled relationship with her mother. What exactly is going on? Let's discuss everything in detail in this video. We'll start with the biggest controversy of Sarah Rawr, which gives her a spotlight and highlights her mental health issues. This controversy is Eddie Munson's obsession.
Would least expect them.
Could a horse love a man? Should a horse love a man?
I think I have a condition of some kind and I don't know which one.
Since the death of Eddie Munson in the Stranger Things Season 4, Sarah Rawr has become completely obsessed with this character. Her feed is filled with content dedicated to him. Moreover, she owns nearly 100 different Eddie Munson's Funko Pops, which take up an entire room.
Show me your Funkos challenge. Show me a Funko that's holding something. A Funko that's purple or has purple on it. A Funko of a character you would want on your team for dodgeball.
Her content ranges from simple fan edits of Eddie to graphic videos. In some posts, she randomly throws together edits and pictures of Eddie Munson together.
I like good old-fashioned country music, something with a beat. I like a blue-eyed blonde with blue Casey's on her feet. I like the crackle of a bonfire under.
However, in others, she creates disturbing graphic content. This extreme level of obsession and graphic content has led her TikTok account to being banned numerous times. Her first TikTok account, Sarah Rawr, amassed nearly 10,000 followers before being banned. After it was taken down, Sarah started another TikTok with the name of Sarah Strawberry 300. This TikTok account also received several warnings due to inappropriate content.
Hey guys, it's your girl Sarah. It seems that I have an account warning on my main page at Sarah Strawberry 3000. So I would be greatly appreciated if you could follow me on my backup account at sarah.rawr.
Aside from graphic content and simple fan edits, Sarah's TikTok account features a series of 40 videos, revolving around her imaginary life with Eddie Munson. In these videos, she portrays herself as Eddie's wife, living out her dream life. Here are a few clips from this series.
Come with me. Me and Eddie Munson are gonna go vote. We did it. We voted.
Matilda, you talk of the pain like it's all alright. I know that you feel like.
You can see how cringeworthy and bizarre these videos are. It's as if Sarah has the mindset of a teenage girl. She spends countless hours and even months creating these videos. However, there is one particular video that gives her fame around the globe. The video is titled "War is Over." Now, what comes to your mind when you hear this title? Most of you might assume it's a political issue or a global crisis we're facing at the moment. Well, let's take a look at what Sarah's saying in this viral video.
So this is Christmas.
The combination of song, ice, and the title War is Over gives the video a dramatic touch. Many people initially saw it as a form of art, interpreting the imagery of snow and war as symbolic and meaningful. They believed it carried a strong and beautiful message. But what came next gave them a whiplash. This entire dramatic video wasn't about art or a deeper message. It was simply Sarah's obsession with this fictional character. After gaining fame from this video, she finally had the opportunity to attend a convention where she could meet Joseph Quinn, the actor who played the role of Eddie Munson. She traveled from New York to Texas just to attend this event. According to Sarah, she met Joseph Quinn at the convention and even took pictures with him. She also claimed that she nearly tripped and Joseph caught her hand to prevent her from falling. However, many people believe that this story is untrue. Beyond these videos and content, Sarah Rawr has also written a poem for Eddie Munson. This poem gives insights into the reason that she's obsessed with him.
Silly ill with brown hair, messy room, clothes everywhere. Mommy was never really there, mommy was never really.
By the way, her voice is angelic. Seems like singing is her hidden talent. What do you think?
I go for the fictional guys. It's not a phase, they're just my type. The tarot cards say we're gonna fight. They broke my heart, and one thing's for sure, I don't like real boys.
This song she sings is real. The original soundtrack is called She Don't Like Boys by Aria, but Sarah changed a few words. If you listen closely or read the lyrics from her notebook, you'll notice something: her deep loneliness and hatred toward her mother. It suggests she had a rough childhood and a bitter relationship with her mother. Maybe someone broke her heart recently, or maybe no one in her life wants a relationship with her. Either way, it explains her extreme obsession with the fictional characters. Speaking of her relationship with her mother, let's discuss another Sarah Rawr's controversy.
Ever get a little bit tired of life? Like you're not really sad, but you still wanna die. Like you're hanging by a thread, but you gotta survive, 'cause you gotta survive.
Sarah Rawr's content largely revolves around her toxic family. She frequently talks about her mother and the bumpy relationship they share.
You, Summer, and the government, and me for letting my guard down, which I will never do again.
Jeez, Rick, you can't say F you to your granddaughter.
I just did, Morty. Here's dessert. You.
In this video, you can see her referring to her family as fake, while expressing clear bitterness toward her mother. It's evident that she harbors a lot of hate for her mom. The majority of videos suggest that her mother didn't care for her properly. She appears to be an unsupportive mother who disapproves of Sarah's personality and traits.
I am my mother's savage daughter, the one who runs barefoot, cursed in sharp stones. I am my mother's savage daughter, I will cut my hair.
On her Instagram, she has a dedicated highlight showcasing her strained relationship with her mother. There are tons of posts and reels from Sarah's Instagram stories in the highlights centered around her mother. These videos suggest Sarah is a lonely person and yearns for her mother's approval. But what kind of approval is she seeking? Well, this next video will give you the answer.
Take it off.
I would rather die.
Then you will die!
Seems like Sarah has become a part of the LGBTQ+ community, but her family refuses to accept her. She faces backlash from her homophobic family, and it seems that no one is accepting her, except for her grandfather.
My dad told me he hoped that he'd live long enough to see me happy again.
Now her content paints her as a victim who's rejected by a toxic family and struggling for acceptance.
Oh, your mom don't get it and your dad don't get it.
But if you take a closer look at her other content and understand her personality, you'll realize that this is all a lie. The whole mother situation seems to be a content idea of Sarah to gain sympathy and followers on TikTok. Why am I claiming this? Because this TikToker has a history of deception, manipulation, and mental health issues.
Hi, how can I help you? Give me all your money. Sorry, that's actually not on our menu. Shut up, I have a gun. Okay, and I have depression. What are we doing here? Stop talking and give me all the money in the register. Fine. And your total is $50. Thank you for stopping by. Please come again. $50? Are you kidding me? I don't get paid enough for this. Take it or leave it, bitch. Okay? You know what? While we're at it, why don't you shoot me too?
What?
Come on, end my misery. I'm ready to go.
Getting robbed at work, falling into a coma after being hit by a bus, and faking a friend's death. These are just a few of the many outrageous lies Sarah has told in recent years. There's an endless list of her lies that are baseless, outrageous, and absurd. Here we'll discuss some of her most infamous lies. The first one on this list is her faking the death of her friend. We've already discussed her obsession with Eddie Munson, but when people asked her why she's so fixated on him, she gave a heartbreaking story of her friend's death. She claimed this fictional character reminded her of a friend who died a few months ago. To make her story more convincing, she shared pictures of a man, insisting he was her late friend whose personality was just like Eddie Munson's. This story stirred sympathy in her followers, until someone decided to fact-check it. When they reverse searched the image on Google, they discovered that the picture actually belonged to a random male model. Sarah had taken a picture from Google and fabricated the entire story. As expected, this resulted in a major backlash with people demanding the reason. But of course, Sarah never addressed it. It's not the only absurd lie she's told. During one of her TikTok live videos, she claimed that she was hit by a bus at the age of 15, which caused her to fall into a coma and stop her brain from developing further. This lie was exposed by her mother, who told the whole world that Sarah was barely hit by the car and nothing serious had happened. Another over-the-top lie involved a near-death experience at the Hudson River. According to Sarah, she was vacationing with her family on Main Island when a storm hit. She claims that the strong currents caused her canyon boat to flip, leaving her drowning in the river. Supposedly, her friend Emily saved her by slapping her spine, which somehow led to vertebrae damage.
Which is like one of the many islands in New York on the river. There are hundreds actually that you could like camp out on and be safe. So one day I was just eating my apple and my peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and she decided to punch me in the spine. It wasn't cool of her. I don't know why she punched me in the spine, but she did. And I went to the tall pier. Like, you could climb this tall rock. So I sat on the edge of this rock just to try to cool off. And yeah, I accidentally dropped my apple in the Hudson River, and I wasn't even done eating it. So it sucks I lost my apple. But when we got back, it started to rain on the Hudson River, so we were like trying to canoe back as fast as possible to the shore. It was like maybe, I don't know, 30 meters from the island to the shore, and our canoe my canoe that I wasn't canoeing, I was sitting in the middle because I was a big girl. They wanted me to sit in the middle, and the canoe flipped over, and I tried swimming with my life vest. But when I found out when Emily hit my spine, which is dead center, she kind of moved one of my vertebrae. Like, she punched me so hard in the spine that it...
If you think that's bizarre, you haven't heard about how she stopped a domestic terrorist incident with nothing but the power of interpretive dance. These lies are barely scraping the surface. If we dig further into the history of her plagiarism, we will uncover even more deception in her content. Earlier in this video, we discussed a song written and sung for Eddie Munson, which turned out to be a modified version of She Don't Like Boys. But this isn't the first time Sarah has altered the original soundtrack and falsely claimed it as her own. Sarah is notorious for stealing content, whether it's songs, artwork, or pictures. In one incident, she took the song Irish Eyes and made a few minor changes and claimed it as her original creation.
I have Irish eyes, Irish eyes, Irish eyes. My father says I have Irish eyes. They go ever so green on a bright spring sky, but they're never so green as when I let them cry.
But her plagiarism doesn't stop at music. She's also screenshotted various artwork and images from the internet, presenting them as if she created them herself.
How could a heart like yours ever love?
This blatant plagiarism made her followers extremely angry, but things took an even darker turn. Sarah shared the plagiarized images on her public Twitter account that contain illicit content. This illicit artwork inappropriately portrayed children. The revelation outraged her fans, who immediately called for cancellation. As the backlash intensified, Sarah panicked and quickly set her Twitter account to private. At this point, it's clear that Sarah tells absurd lies and steals content because she wants attention. She's done everything she can do to remain relevant. One of her most questionable claims is about her mental health.
So, I've just been like severely cleaning up my disaster room because I'm a cosplayer, I'm a content creator, and just a general ADHD person. and
Sarah has publicly stated that she suffers from depression, ADHD, and ADD. She becomes the patient because of her childhood and emotionally abusive family.
Hi guys, it's your girl Sarah Strawberry 3000 and welcome back to my TikTok channel. As you guys may or may not know, I have a couple of different mental disabilities. To top it off, the one that is very most prominent is my ADHD or ADD. And where I'm going with this is, what is the most ADHD or ADD thing that you do that makes no sense to anyone else, not even your own therapist or your parents?
However, none of her therapists or people around her believe she has ADHD or any mental health issues. They believe she uses these labels to gain sympathy and avoid accountability.
Suffer from anxiety and depression. How do those two energies go together? Like, ah! Ah! I'm afraid of the...
We all can see in Sarah's videos that she has no signs or symptoms of any mental health issues. There's no evidence or medical proof of her anxiety.
You had me scared for a second. I thought we were digging my grave.
These kinds of videos seem to be making fun of people who are suffering from depression. This acting, along with the fancy songs and captions, proves she is using this topic to make the content. This proves her to be insensitive toward the people who are actually suffering from these problems.
I suffer from anxiety and depression. How do those two energies go together? Like, ah! 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 Ah!
Now let's discuss the final controversy surrounding this TikToker: her flirtatious nature. Sarah has a boyfriend named Michael, who occasionally appears in her content.
Everybody's always like, Ivan, how'd you bag a baddie? How'd you bag that baddie, bro? I didn't bag shit. Adriana picked me up from my neck and threw me over her shoulder, and I've been on it ever since. And I ain't got no plans of getting off anytime soon.
Though there aren't many videos of them together, the few videos suggest that they're in love with each other.
It's not attached so fast. It's because you made me feel something after being numb for so long.
However, Sarah is notorious for her flirty nature. During her live streams, we could see her flirting with anyone she believed to be a male. If there were any males in her panel, she would flirt with them. There's no doubt that she's cheating on Michael with different dudes. In fact, her friend Tim, with whom she was staying, confirmed that she was cheating on Michael by flirting with her friend's boyfriends. She even claimed that her family kicked Sarah out because of her flirtatious nature. Sarah didn't say anything about these accusations. However, after becoming part of the LGBTQ+ community, she stated she wanted a girlfriend now. At this moment, there's no more updates about her relationship status. After TikTok was banned in the US, she stopped posting on her social media accounts. On Instagram, she's just sharing different videos of her anime characters and snippets of her favorite music. These videos suggest that she's over the obsession with Eddie Munson and is focusing on cosplaying other anime characters. If there is any other controversy related to this TikTok, we'll let you know. So subscribe to our channel to get future updates. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in another one soon.